Music activates more areas of the human brain than any other known activity. And music can help us remember, whether it's putting together a string of 26 totally unrelated characters through the melody of a nursery rhyme and retaining that melody for a lifetime, or helping dementia patients recall lost memories and regain a sense of dignity and self. Raise your hand if you've ever had any experience with someone in your life who's suffered from dementia or Alzheimer. It's a horrible disease, not only for the patient, but for the caregiver. I feel for you. But you're not alone. Dementia affects nearly 45 million people. According to Scientific America, that number is expected to double in the next 20 years. And beyond the suffering, they say the cost should cost the global economy up to $550 billion. And Alzheimer drugs, well, let's talk about a mess, because they're clocking in at like one of the worst performing drugs in history, at like a failed 99.6% failure rate. I mean, that's not even beginning to mention the cost to the insurance companies and the patients. I think there's a better solution. Let me share something with you.
What do you think of music?
My heart belongs to music. I love it.
Have you ever had music just hit you in a place that immediately brought you to tears? Music has that power.
Music connects people with who they have been, who they are, and their lives. Because what happens when you get old is all the things you're familiar with and your identity are all just being peeled away.
We're going to do your medicine now.
Our healthcare system imagines the human to be a very complicated machine. We have medicines that can adjust the dials. Blood pressure, oh, turn that down. Blood sugar, oh, turn that down. We haven't done anything to touch the heart and soul of a patient.
One resident that barely opened her eyes, she didn't respond. Knew her for 2 years. Once we put the iPod on her, she started shaking her feet. She started moving her head. It was amazing.
Music has more ability to activate more parts of the brain than any other stimulus.
Who am I? Huh? Who am I? I'm your daughter.
By exciting or awakening those pathways, we have a gateway to stimulate and reach somebody who otherwise is unreachable.
It can't get away from me if I'm in this place.
It takes me back to my school days. Oh, God, that's beautiful.
Does it make you happy to sing for us?
Yeah. I'm crying.
Every human being needs stimulation from the outside, from little babies to old people.
American culture is wrong. There is actually life beyond adulthood. There's the opportunity to live and grow and become elders. The aging that we experience holds in it very important learnings and lessons.
There is no pill that does that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so there's a tears of joy.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to grow wings.
I was trying.
So this is a fantastic film, actually. It's a documentary. It's won quite a few awards, and it's going to be out in the 19th, so in a few days. I think you'll be able to actually download it from iTunes. But what's even more important that I wanted to share just was a quick way to take a look at something called a Music and Memory program that's happening in the U.S., and we have an associate doing a similar program in the U.K. called Music for Life, where we're bringing music programs into assisted living homes. And already it's had so much tremendous effect that in the U.S., 3 states are already changing the laws to mandate that they require these programs to be in the assisted living facilities in those states. I think these are areas where we can really take some work to the next level, you know, as we get further into the technology and some of the stuff we're looking at today, and as people start to embrace music as one of the modalities that we can work with that way. And that's one of the things I'm here for. If any of you are working in this space, would really like to work with you in here. We just, we're trying to bring the research forward. This is Dr. Nicholas Bazan. He's head of the LSU School of Medicine in New Orleans and the Center for Excellence in Neuroscience. So we're forming a multidisciplinary team from leading experts around the world. We already can see that with the experience of what's happening, but people are still demanding some of the data and come forth. And so we're going to be working on that to bring those things forward. There's a couple of other films actually coming out that are going to support these stories and bring them out to the public in quite a strong way. And this is where I work, my background in Hollywood, where I get to use the confluence of media and the technology and the medicine and the healing arts to actually communicate this and get it out at scale.